All right, good afternoon, everybody. How everybody doing? This is Pastor Reed coming to you all live for Tuesday's Touch. I pray that you all are doing well on today. Let me know how you guys are transpiring out there today. Truly, this is a beautiful day. I'm grateful to be in this virtual presence of the Lord on this Tuesday. I pray that your Tuesday is going well. I pray that all is going good for everybody. Look, chime in. Let me know how everything going on to our Facebook and our YouTube family. We're grateful for you all on today for joining us for Tuesday's Touch. Look, you guys, we had a great time in the Lord on this Sunday. But our word of encouragement, we're going to get straight to it. Our word of encouragement today will come from Proverbs, the 4th chapter, chapter 4, verse 23. And this is what the word of God has for us on today. He says, keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it spring the issues of life. I'm going to say that one more time. He says, keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it spring the issues of life. All right, let's let that sink in, people of God, because one of the things we know about the heart is the thing that makes sure that proper blood flow is going throughout the rest of our bodies, right? And we know that if the heart is not functioning properly, then it affects the function of every vital area. So much so, doctors informs us to protect our heart, eat healthy, avoid fatty foods, and exercise. When we follow these instructions, we are protecting the quality of our hearts, right? Our heart is doing what it is capable and what it is supposed to do. And what's amazing is we put so much of this in our natural selves, but it is also the same thing spiritually. Jesus said, it is not what goes in a man's mouth that defiles it, but what comes out of it. Because one thing we know is that what comes out of our mouth, right, what we speak at that moment, it comes from the heart. It is something rooted down in our heart. And so you all may say, when you said something in anger at that moment, and then 2 days later, you'll say, I didn't mean what I said. To be honest with you, that is not the truth. You meant what you said. Now, you might not have liked how you said it at that moment, but you meant every word that you said. And so that's why it's very important that we are careful of what's being planted in our hearts, right? You said, what do you mean, Pastor? We got to be careful that we're not allowing gossip. We're not allowing bitterness. We're not allowing jealousy, rage, greed. We don't allow any of those things to penetrate our heart, because what that tend to do, it will damage our witness and our work to be more like Christ. Because we're whether we're doing well in life, whether things are going great, the way that we expect it to go, the truth of it all is that our desire is that our walk, our interactions, our witness, and our work mirrors the image of Christ. And that's what we're here to do. And so what is fed into our hearts is what we speak. And so if we're constantly hearing greed and jealousy and pain and anger, that comes out, because that's what we're feeding our hearts. But if we're feeding our hearts the gospel, the word of God, singing spiritual hymns and psalms, then what comes out of our heart flows what's in there, which is godliness. And so that's why, people of God, it is very, very, very important that we do our part and make sure that we are allowing the right things that comes in our bodies, that penetrates our heart, that functions it. just like we shouldn't eat a bunch of sugars and sweets so our heart can function and blood can flow right. The same thing in the spirit. Minimize what we're viewing on TV and on social media, because those things tend to creep in, and let the things of God flow in our heart, right? Because in the end of the day, we are called to mirror Christ. And if we're called to mirror Christ, we ought to be careful about what we allow to fill our hearts. And I will encourage you all, people of God, to fill your heart with things spiritual, right? The things that God requires us. Fill your heart with the word of God, spiritual songs, and things of that nature. Because what it does is that if we fill it with the things of God, we're able to show love and loyalty to Christ in how we treat situations and how we treat people. And so our job is to represent Christ to the best of our ability, because we understand that out of our heart flows the issues of life. And so, yes, we have a lot of issues in our lives, right? But we understand that we serve a God. And I know, right, even in this nation now, there's a lot of things that's transpiring. And a lot of people will put in their hearts, does God hear and sees? Because some of us, some individuals, we need those government assistance to help us make it for day to day. That's enough to make us angry. But I would encourage y'all, people of God, is that to allow God to penetrate and stay in your heart and watch what goes in. Y'all, it's been real. This Pastor Reed has been real to y'all. This will be short today because my daughter hasn't been feeling well. And so I am on daddy's duty today. And so we ask you all to continue to pray for sweet face Chloe as she gets well. People of God, I pray that something was said to you all that will uplift you, to keep you encouraged in this season. Be careful what you allow to go into your heart. If you know it's something that's not godly, I will encourage you to stay away from it and allow godliness to penetrate your heart. So that way, whatever is coming in will also exemplify itself on the outside. People of God, it's been real. Be encouraged. See you all tomorrow for Bible study, Lord's willing. Be encouraged. Peace.